Right then, here we are on the terrace of the Morromar with the number one, Patrick, or Pat. I have to call you Pat or Patrick, don't I?
Well, everybody calls me Pat.
Well, there you
but
go.
You can call me what you like.
All right, I'll call you Pat.
Okay.
But just so you know, Pat, as I said in the video before, is one of the first people that followed me on the YouTube channel many, many moons ago. And he was the first one to make comments and join in. And I thought, who's this Patrick guy? And you were actually one of the first to get a mug, weren't you? One of the very special Mr. TravelON mugs.
Well, I was lucky enough to get one without doing a terrace talk, so
Exactly.
I had to do the terrace talk.
There you go.
So
you're in debt to me, Pat.
I had
so you're paying your debts
pay
now.
back, yeah.
But we're here in the Morromar, which is a 3-star, and like I've said throughout the video, actually a really nice 3-star as well.
It actually is.
But you've stopped in quite a few places.
I went over the last 20 years. We've been coming here. My first place was in the Las Hibiscus.
Yeah.
I really liked that. It was a lovely apartment there. And as you know, we were meant to come in April.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what happened to us?
Yeah.
I won't go into it, but we couldn't go. And yeah, but we've most stayed in Las Adelphas. We've been to Playa Blanca.
Yeah.
We stayed in the H10 Bahia Rock, which it's not there now.
What's that now then?
I think it's the White Suites.
Bloody hell, Pat, you're thinking, you've been here, coming here for loads of years then.
No.
It's now the White Suites.
It's Night Suites. Wasn't impressed, Dave. Sorry, I know you love your Playa Blanca. We weren't. It was nice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But just.
You're always a Matagorda Porta del Carmen person, aren't you?
We seem to. We seem to like it. That's all. Now Playa Blanca was lovely when we went to visit yesterday.
So you came down to Playa Blanca, and I bumped into Pat down in Playa Blanca because he ordered a load of stuff off Mrs. TravelON, a load of Mr. TravelON merchandise, by the way.
I did.
And we went down, met Pat, had a little chat, and you were down for Playa Blanca for the day, and then you came back up Porta del Carmen, and you messaged me the other day and said that the food and the drink up here is a lot cheaper than Playa Blanca.
Yes.
Did you find that?
Oh, I think it is. Well,
Yeah.
as I said, you went yesterday.
Yeah.
You went to Delaney. We went down. We walked through Delaney with the fish underneath, and we went to a different place and we compared the prices.
Yeah.
And for what we got and what you got, it was similar, but we got a lot more.
Yeah. So that was up in Porta del Carmen.
That was in Porta del Carmen.
I think there is. It is a little bit more expensive down in Playa Blanca because you've got the more all-inclusive hotels, whereas here there's a lot of competition. So I think people can, the businesses and the bars can play with the prices a little, and they're competing. I mean, here you can get breakfast for $2.50, can't you?
You can get a breakfast for $2.50.
Down in Playa Blanca, I think cheapest is probably about $5.50. I would say.
Yeah,
I would say probably.
Yeah. Or you can get it here, Dave.
There you go.
We're all inclusive.
Oh, you're all inclusive. So you're all inclusive here.
All inclusive.
So what's
here.
the food like?
The food is fine. It's fine. I haven't been to breakfast, as I said, but we.
Is that because you don't get up for breakfast?
Well, that's true too. But
late nights and up. What time are you getting up in the day usually?
It's not. We probably get up early enough. Just that I'm not a morning person myself.
No.
We we don't stay out that late at all. We like to come back and sit in the balcony.
Yeah.
And chill and
yeah.
You know, and as I said, even though we're all inclusive, we might go to we have a supermarket on site.
Yeah.
I'd probably just go down and buy 6 cans and sit here.
Yeah.
And we just chill, looking out to sea.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? You've got a beautiful view over there of the sea, and you can see the planes landing.
We watch the planes coming in, so we just like to sit here. So it's
really close to the airport.
It's very close to the airport.
So, getting here, was it straight off the plane, straight through, straight in a taxi, and straight to Morromar? And it's what? A 5-minute drive, isn't it, really, in the taxi?
We were here in no time, yes.
Yeah. And was there a queue for the taxis?
There was a queue because 2 planes came in at the same time. There was a London plane and then there was airplane. And unfortunately, but I mean, when I say a queue,
how long were you waiting?
6 minutes.
Oh, really? So it wasn't that bad?
There were so many taxis coming and going.
Brilliant. Well, that's a lot, because a lot of people ask about the taxis. And I mean, when I go down the airport, I do see quite long queues. I think, that must be a wait. But even though it's a long queue,
I was worried because we arrived this Sunday and the Keysy Market, and I'm going, we could be waiting a while, but we weren't.
Okay.
So we were lucky.
So you had that. And then regarding so you're all inclusive here.
We're all inclusive here.
But you said you've been eating out and about.
We said when we booked it, looking at apartments, the prices were expensive.
Yeah.
And like anybody else, probably saying the same.
Yeah.
And to come here, because we seemed to venture down to Matagorda, the price for this hotel came up unreasonable to what self-catering was. So it made sense.
Well, yeah, of course.
But even though we don't use it as much...
But you've got it there if you need it.
It's there if we want to.
Yeah.
We can
and have you been for dinner then?
Oh yeah, we've been to there twice.
Okay.
We're here 5 days. I said we went twice. We've been to lunch.
Yeah.
Um,
And then you've got snacks around the pool,
there is a
right?
snack. What they do, they just leave out. It's, as I said, it's not your 5-star day. So they do leave out snacks, so you can go up and get cakes, there's hot dogs. You just help yourself.
So it's like help yourself burgers.
Yeah, you help yourself, and it's
that's normal. I mean,
that's
that's even in the 5 stars, to be honest.
No, you wouldn't have as much choice. If you were in the Isa, you wouldn't have the fancy stuff.
Pat, I'm not a 5-star person.
Oh well, I'm not.
I only went there for Mrs. TravelOn's birthday, and it cost me a bloody fortune.
I know. So but it's fine.
Yeah.
Look, if you're not fussy, you like a spot, it's great.
Yeah. The only thing, like you said when you showed us around about this place, is no aircon. And
that's
it's been bloody hot, hasn't it?
That's the only downfall. So the minutes we seen, they had fans.
Yeah.
And we picked out the
biggest one.
the biggest one we could see there, because we asked for it, and we said to the gentleman, because our room wasn't ready when we arrived first, so store that for us, please.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
So we did, and fair play.
And the fan's okay.
The fan, it's no aircon, but it's fine.
And it keeps you cool at night.
Yeah,
no?
we leave it on when we go out. Probably shouldn't leave it on, but we do.
Yeah,
to keep it
of
cool.
course.
So everything's fine there.
Fab. So out of all the years that you've been coming here, Pat, I mean, you know more than me. He comments and says, "Hey, you got that wrong. That is not the right way. This is here. And you're always in a little bar. Every time I pass it, you say, go into Tiny Bar. Is that your favourite place?
In fact, I love going down to the Tiny. The first thing we did was go down to the Tiny Bar.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what? I recommend, now it depends on what you're into.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't mind sitting down and saying hello to somebody else, it's perfect.
Well, you don't mind that, do you?
No, you have to say hello to people.
Bloody talk to anybody, won't you?
I'm talking to you, haven't I?
Well, exactly.
And but I mean, you cannot but say hello, because you've been there. There's only 3 tables.
Yeah.
There's 2 tables outside. You've got a view out to the sea through the window.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
There's just a lot of.
And it's a good price.
I think. We don't know. I think it's $2.50 a pint of beer.
Happy days.
So you can't go wrong.
So you could sit there all day and just have a conveyor belt of different people sitting there, couldn't you?
But that's what we said. It's a bar you'd want to own, because people only go in for 1 or 2, but there's always somebody to replace.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they come and go. You're going, oh my God.
There you go.
You'd
Tiny bar, and it is bloody tiny as well.
It is tiny.
So apart from that Tiny Bar, where else have you sort of eaten at drinks, or anywhere that you'd recommend in your days of Matagorda, Porto del Carmen?
Okay, where the Chinese, it's the Peking duck.
You like
that's
the
a buffet.
Peking duck. I called it the Peking duck once.
The Peking duck. Okay, Peking.
It is Peking. You're right, Pat.
It is Peking.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
And it's lovely. And we haven't gone there yet, but we went to one down in Matagorda there the other night. After we went to Playa Blanca, we went to. Do you know what, Dave? I actually forgot the name.
Was it in the Matagorda Centre?
It was not in the Matagorda Centre. It was near enough to Paddy's Paradise.
Okay, so on that row.
It was along that row, because
I don't know the name of it.
But
it was a Chinese restaurant. Restaurant or buffet?
No, it was a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
We went in. It was very, very nice.
Really?
Yeah, and where have we been?
But the Peking duck is a buffet.
The Peking is a buffet.
I'd be in the Peking.
It's actually, I think it's quite nice, as you say. It's very reasonable, cheap. You'd be in heaven there, because
there you go. I like
you could have 20,000 starters and
I like to save a bit of money.
Tight git. I'm like you, Dave. I'm a tight git.
Well, there you go. We're all tight gits.
It's lovely. Where else? We were in Emma's place. Emma's Friends. Yeah, that was beautiful.
And that's set back a little bit.
That's right behind Bagatelle, so people don't know where it is. It's right behind Bagatelle.
I think it's in a little square. I think you've got Arthur's Bar.
Arthur's Bar, and that's very reasonable.
Yeah,
it's just a normal
pub grub.
But it's very nice.
Okay, very
reasonable prices as well. We've been to loads of places. When I'm putting mine on the spot, I've been to the Irish Viking. We've been.
But that's miles all the way down there.
But actually, that was right beside Las Hibiscus when we stayed there. So we used to venture in there. And then, we've been to Spoons. Spoons is actually lovely.
Yeah.
Reasonable price.
Good views.
Lovely food. Yeah. Beautiful views.
Yeah. They used to do a euro a pint. I don't think they do.
We did. We've been there for the euro pints.
Is it still a euro a pint?
I think it's gone up to 150.
Oh, well. Everything's gone up. Everything's gone up at least 50%.
Yes. Bar 67 right beside
Yeah,
it, White Line.
yeah.
It's all around that particular area. You see.
But being in Matagorda, where you're situated now, I like it because you've got a little bit. Well, you've got the main strip, which is where you just said all down there by Spoons and that way. But then you've also got a Matagorda Commercial Centre, which is that way.
It's straight ahead of you, Dave.
Well, straight ahead of me. There
It's
you
just
go.
there, yeah.
See, he's telling me where things are
I'm
already.
sorry.
That way. No, I've got no sense of direction. That's why you're always on the live. He's always on the lives going, Dave, you've gone the wrong way. I was like, oh, all right, I'll turn round. But it's out, so you've got Matagorda Centre there.
Yeah, we have a back gate there, and literally a couple of minutes,
can see it.
you can just walk straight down.
But
to,
then,
you've got
have I got this right?
O'Shea's,
That way.
Sirocco.
That way is the other place where Paddy's Paradise
Yeah,
is.
if you go out the back gate, go down to the commercial centre, take a right, you've got Paddy's Paradise,
Yes.
down to Hamios Playa.
That's it, the Hamios Playa
Hamios
area.
Playa. You
Yeah.
take a left, where Neil stayed,
Yeah.
to Beatrice,
Yeah.
at the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got the best of both worlds. The reason we like Matagorda, Dave, is one, you don't have, like Playa Blanca, you don't have the cars going by you.
No.
So you've got the same lovely view. You're sitting outside.
Yeah.
If you like to watch the planes, it's just nice and relaxing.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm a big fan of Matagorda, to be honest,
know.
Pat. So out of all the places that you've stopped, which is a lot, what's your favourite?
Where's my favourite? Where we stayed? Oh God.
Or one that you always go back to?
We always went to Las Adelphis.
Yes.
Her family liked there.
Yeah.
Just there's not enough. There's no entertainment there. There's no so.
But is there entertainment here?
There's entertainment here. Yeah, we were sitting
really?
at the entertainment last night.
Any
Now
good?
it was only bingo. The night before, there was 3 lads singing. The night before.
Okay.
And it was for 3-star like.
Yeah. See, singers, bingo.
Yeah, and so it was fine.
Oh, wow.
And they do have the entertainment team going around because they were giving out certificates for darts.
Oh, really? They've
So
got
there
all
is.
that?
Oh, there is an animation team.
Bloody
So there
hell.
is stuff every night. So it actually is
That's not bad, is it, at all?
for 3-star, Dave. It's quite
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
so you
yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's
And the rooms are actually really modern, Pat.
yeah. It's
I
actually,
don't know if they've just recently been done up. Or not.
I can't tell you.
No, but they're
You
actually
know.
really modern, really bright. The pool areas are lovely. If they've got entertainment, they've got all inclusive.
Yeah,
You've
and
got
as I
everything
said,
you need.
some people come you can come self-catering.
Yeah.
Half board.
Yeah,
Bed
because
and
you've got
B&B.
all the cooking facilities for
Yes,
self-catering.
so you have the choice to do what you like.
Yeah.
I did notice that they don't actually. Now maybe I just haven't seen it. They don't actually check if you're all inclusive.
Well, they
So-
probably see the band, don't they? But
They don't always check.
yeah, I think they're just. I don't. Do you know what? I think it's one of them. I think I could probably go down to the bar, the pool bar now and get what I want.
You try that.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
wouldn't
but
even.
I'm not trying it. He's going to get me in trouble here. I'll get arrested, Pat. You'll be ringing Mrs. TravelON. So I dared him to go and get hot dog, and now he's he's banged up in Arrecife. But yeah, you could.
I can't visit you.
I could do some videos from there. But yeah, you could. It's only the band thing.
It's only the band team, but I haven't seen anybody checking it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there has
yeah.
been honest people going up paying for them.
Yeah, of
and we were
course.
just going,
Yeah.
just try your luck.
Yeah, of course.
You
Well,
know?
there you go. You got it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear the planes coming past. So getting out and about. Obviously, some of the places you've mentioned, you've stopped down that area. But do you do a lot of walking while you're here?
We walk everywhere as much
Really?
as possible.
So you don't get the taxis or the local bus?
It depends. In maybe late at night, we would probably get taxis because it's just safer
Yeah,
to get a
yeah,
taxi
yeah, of
home
course,
if you
yeah, yeah.
venture out. But when we leave here, we'll go down to Puerto Carmen. We will walk.
Really?
Now, as I said, I have a couple of ailments. I will stop and start,
Yeah.
but I won't let it stop me. If that makes any
of
sense.
course. Yeah.
If I start getting
If
that,
you start, you go.
yeah, and plus they've got rid of my lovely scooters, Dave.
Well, there you go. Pat was a big fan of the yellow scooters, but they did have them in Playa Blanca.
It was, and wait, do you know what we didn't?
Did you actually use them scooters, or were you just winding me up, Pat?
I always wind you up.
Were you using them though? Did you actually? So you
no,
never
no, we
used
did.
them?
No, we did.
Oh, you
No,
did
we
use
did
them?
use them. Yeah, no, I have €35 on my super pedestrian.
Really?
I do.
There you go.
And you know what? We didn't use them because I said to keep them. I said, "Will we get in?" She says, "No." But we're going to go to Rubicon, the Marina Rubicon.
Yeah.
But we walked it, and then we went past your favourite hotel, the Sandos Barcello.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain to Keith, this is the one he has the drone all going up and down. And he said he's done this to stay warm, and it's only right that he would get a night's stay there.
It is. I need to be doing that.
I know.
That big hotel. This is the big hotel in Playa Blanca called the Barcelo.
I know, but you
that
have.
I do all the updates on.
In fairness,
Pat watches them.
No, but you have.
I bet
Dave.
you drive. I bet you drive Kiva mad, don't you?
No.
Watching all my videos because Pat follows me, and then he also follows a lot of other YouTubers, don't you? Scotsman in Tenerife.
I really Scotsman in Tenerife yourself, and there's a lad called Cole's Place.
Cole's Place as well.
That's really all I like. But then again, you take up most of my time, so.
Well, you're always helping me out though, Pat. You're always commenting, and that's what it's all about. Well, on the YouTube channel, if you comment, it means my videos get pushed a little bit more. So I am really
Well,
grateful.
that's the reason why I said to you, I do comment because they say it does help.
Yeah, and he usually just winds me up as well.
Well,
but that's what I thought you were winding me up about the scooters. But you actually use the scooters.
I have.
When you were here.
I'd say 4 times when we were here in December.
Right. So the scooters, for those of you that don't know, there is the yellow scooters, or there's now silver and blue ones called the bird ones. And these are ones that you have an app on your phone and you click it on there and it charges you to use the scooter. So you rent them and you can go around. Now, they are useful to get around resort. Like if you were here in Matagorda and wanted to go all the way down there, it's quicker. Well, it's maybe quicker than waiting for a taxi, and you're straight down. So it is handy in that respect. But human nature, and this is why I was getting a bit about it, and Pat was like, I love the scooters. When you see some people on them,
But they are dangerous.
Yeah, they're wobbling around, and then they dump them everywhere, like in the middle of the street. So they've actually got rid of them here in Porto del Carmen and in Costa de Guise because there's plenty of taxis, isn't there?
There's plenty of taxis.
You never need to wait for a taxi. However, they've left them in Playa Blanca, and everyone's sort of saying, why are they still in Playa Blanca? And that's because in Playa Blanca there is quite a shortage of taxis, because Playa Blanca is another sort of town hall, so they're the red taxis, and then you've got the white taxis. So the reason they're in Playa Blanca, Pat, is because there's less taxis, and it's just a lot easier for people to get about.
As well, it's very. I find Playa Blanca is very spacious. So when you're going at the harbour, you've got the harbour. Then you've got the next thing after the harbour, that walkway, is that little commercial centre where bikers bar and harp bar, and after that you've got another bit. So to leave that little commercial centre, you've got a little bit of walk.
But they're still dumping them everywhere, Pat. They're still driving me.
I know.
And I'm having to dodge them on the car, but that's another story.
You just like a rant.
But you do. I do like a rant, and you like to wind me up and twist my buttons, Pat. And another thing that I have a rant about, as you all know, is called the tat shops. Now these are the shops down there that are like Blackpool in the sun and sell all your willy-shaped bottle openers and stuff like that. Now they have now been nicknamed or recalled the Pat shops because Pat loves them, apparently. Or are you winding me up about that as well?
You know I wind you up about that.
I know you do.
Yeah. In fairness.
But they are now called Pat shops.
The first thing we did was, because we forgot to bring towels, and we went down to a Pat shop to buy it.
There you go.
So
Pat in the Pat shop.
So I had to text you that and say, we've actually went to a Pat shop, tat shop.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they've gone up in price.
They have, actually. They're not as...
Still selling a load of tat. But you can get your genuine fake belts, watches and all that sort of stuff, so they're not too bad. And you got yourself some towels. How much were the towels?
They were $5.95.
That's not too bad.
And Dave, yesterday, we were in Porto del Carmen, as you know, and we went into a tat shop, and they were selling leather belts, €1.
€1 for a leather belt?
I tell you no lie. I swear. I had to get 2 of them. And I said to you one, is this wrong? Is this meant to be a tenner?
Yeah.
She goes, no. She says, no,
€1.
So I handed her €2 and ran.
It must have been your Pat discount. She must have said, that's Pat. That's Pat, the one that provides all the tat shops.
€1 for a belt.
That's good, eh? Bargain. And what about markets and that? You been to any markets?
No, don't do markets. It's a Pat shop.
Well,
on a Sunday.
Pat shop in there. And then look, as you know, when you show me around your accommodation, Pat, you do get a little bit of TravelON merch from Mrs. TravelON, which you like to call Ms. Diversion, because she prints all the merchandise.
She does. And look at, if it's Diversion Lanzarote, if you come over to Lanzarote, help her out. It is her company.
Check him out.
Just order something when you're at home, and she'll deliver to you, or Dave will deliver to you. Just go for it. And she's cheap as chips.
Yeah, there you go.
His words.
But she does all the T-shirts. She makes all these and she puts that. And Pat's ordered all sorts of golfing T-shirts and also loads of Mr. TravelON merch. Now, Pat, I've struggled with this because you've got, well, you were one of the first ever people to have mugs. You've got a bloody hoodie. You've got a baseball cap. You've got T-shirts, Mr. TravelON merchandise. So I have bought you something. Mrs. TravelON's knocked you up a few things that you definitely haven't got. So I am going to give you a little present in a minute.
You.
So here you go, Mrs. TravelON. And she's coming to see you tomorrow. Say hello, Pat, because, you know, you are the legend, Patrick. So Patrick also does all the moderating on the TikTok channel and tries to read all the comments, don't you, as they go.
And for one, I want to apologise to all the moderators or anyone that asks me a question, because I actually cannot see.
Doesn't matter.
And so, Keefa, I do wreck Keefa's head, because
well, there you go.
She does, when she goes, oh, Neil said hello, or Marco said hello, or Rudy, and I'm going, so that's when I reply back. And the only thing I really put up is, you know, I put up if you want diversion.
Yeah. But you give me loads of ideas as well, Pat. So Mrs. TravelON has knocked you up a special box. Not everybody gets this. And like I said, there you go. Get it open, because there is some things in there that you haven't got, Pat. And as soon as something new comes on, I will give them yes. Have a look in there. Mrs. TravelON has put your name on it.
I just want to say thanks, Karen. This is just really nice. Thank you.
Mrs. TravelON. Do not use the real name, Pat.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm only joking.
I apologise. And she's Ms. Diversion. She's not Mrs. TravelON.
Mrs. TravelON. Everyone says what's the real name. I said Mrs. TravelON.
Oh, wow.
Change it. So there you go. You've got some coasters to go with your mugs. That's the first thing.
Fantastic.
What? Fridge magnets?
Oh, fridge magnets. Yes.
Well, there you go. Fantastic. You can put them on the fridge.
Oh, my God, yes.
You can have a look at my ugly face before you eat. It might put you off your dinner. And you got a couple of T-shirts there as well. Let's have a look at them.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Turn it round.
I will.
Turn it round, look.
Turn
there you go.
Thank you, Karen.
There you
Sorry,
go.
Ms. Diversion.
Miss Diversion. But that is, honestly, Pat, that's for all the hard work and the help that you give me on the channel, because you're an absolute legend. I
really appreciate what you did for me, but I've also got you a gift.
No.
Well, your family.
Really?
So I'll just go and get it.
Go on then.
Here we go, Dave. Here's a nice gift for
Bloody
your family.
hell, Pat.
I got you in a lovely pennies bag and all the way from Ireland.
All the way from Ireland, look at that. So all the way from Ireland with a pennies bag. Now there's a funny story behind the pennies, because when I did the Primark video, or as Pat always tells me off, it's pronounced what?
It's Primark.
Primark, okay. I'm never going to be able to pronounce it.
It does spell Primark, but we just knew it as growing up as Primark.
But it was pennies.
Yes, in Ireland when we were growing up, Dave, it was... The south of Ireland was called pennies, which is the original. Yeah. But obviously Northern Ireland being part of Britain, it was called Primark. So there you go. And the funny thing at Christmas time, if you were watching different stations, if you like RTEs, the Irish station, it had pennies, had a load of things for Christmas. But the same ad up the north was Primark, had a load of things for Christmas.
Primark. So. Anyway, they opened Primark in Arrecife, and Pat was like, it's called pennies. And I never knew this. And you tell me loads of stuff about Ireland, because I have a load of Irish followers, which I really appreciate. Honestly, 59% of my followers are from Ireland. And I think out of that 59, nearly 50% are from Dublin. Because I know nothing about it. And Pat's always telling me about national holidays and things like that. It really helped me with my Irish followers, don't you?
I try to.
There you go. See, and now I know it's called pennies as well. So, Pat, what the hell have you got me here? Well, I can see the legendary Posh Water, because you know I only drink the best.
You do.
And this is Posh Water.
This is Posh Water.
They have got to sponsor me one day, I tell you. What else you got? Is this for Mrs. TravelON, I take it?
Well, when you go out for dinner, I know she likes a little bottle of wine, so
there you go.
I said, what more can I have to get Mrs. TravelON something.
I'll tell you what.
A bottle of vino.
She's going to be happy with that, and it's her favourite one. She likes that one. And then what else is this, Pat? What's this?
Well, she has to put a bottle of vino into something. So I got her all the way from Ireland. I got her a wine glass, but it's a Celtic wine glass.
Look at that, Mrs. TravelON. I'm coming back with gifts. Look, a Celtic wine glass. That is going pride and place. That is amazing. All the way from Ireland. And there's another box in it. I tell you, it's like blooming Christmas, this, Pat. What's this? What is this, Pat?
Well, you need something to put your posh water in, so I couldn't resist getting that done up.
Mr. TravelON's very own Posh Water. I'll tell you what, Pat, I'm going to put that pride and place in my office. That is amazing. That is amazing.
If you're out in the warm, you can keep your water cold.
Well, there you go. That is brilliant. Mr. TravelON's Posh Water as well. Oh, and you know I'm on a diet, Pat. You got me chocolate?
I got chocolate for your kids.
Oh.
There's no point in The whole family have to get a gift because
All
you're
right.
always giving gifts.
Kids, I'm coming back with chocolate. Pat, these might be gone by the time I drive back to Playa Blanca. I don't know.
Well, I
wow, that
apologise
is
to our
amazing.
being
No, I will. I'll
Jack.
make sure the kids get them. That is amazing. Irish chocolate all the way from Ireland, look. I tell you what, you've spoilt me. Honestly, Pat, I really do appreciate this guy because he answers loads of questions on my channel. He's always commenting, and that's what grows the channel when you guys comment and become part of the little community and stuff that we're building. So this one is number one. He's been there from the start. And if I do ever get famous, Pat, I'll not forget you. I don't know what. One day I'll get you a holiday somewhere.
Somehow I don't believe you.
You never know. If I get to tour the world, Pat, you see, I might be able to message you and say, Pat, we're going here, you're coming with us.
Oh.
Maybe one day.
Someday.
Get following, get subscribing. So there you go. That was the Morromar. Big thanks to Pat for showing me around. And it's a great little place. I really like it. So make sure to like, follow and subscribe the channel. From me, Mr. TravelON, and from the legend, Pat or Patrick, we'll see you later.
Bye.